Trying to get a game here. All right. Just went on a one-game skid, so. 12-2.
We're in Miami Gardens, Florida. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now, please welcome
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Dodgers.
Just about ready to roll. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. And a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Just getting started here in South Florida. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Pajes takes it in for the out. And there's two down. Now Machado up here.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Nick Pivetta. What should we keep an eye on here? Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
And he pumps it a strike. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two. That one way inside. Up the middle. The sliding play it short.
Batting second, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
That one found hard the other way. Ohtani gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground. What a stop. He flips it to second in time. To first. Double play. Nicely done. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Number 5, Freddie.
The 1-1.
Freeman.
And it's fouled away. And that'll do it. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Stepping in for San Diego, Ramon Laureano. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And that skips in the dirt. Goes down looking.
That is it. The first baseman, Gavin.
Second inning here, no score. Outside low, 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Stays alive. Inside, just missed.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Into center. Pajes makes his way towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And the batter will be Xander Bogaerts. 2 down, nobody on. Set down on strikes. That's the first slider we've seen. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. Outside corner, got him looking. Started after it, appeal to first. No swing. Tatis really on his horse for him. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And now it's Max Muncy. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. A dive, he's got it. Oops, he came home with it. And he gets to first safely as a result. So I think I'll just sit here quietly in disbelief. Into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hits. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front, and
now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. A 3-run shot. So digging in, Ha-Seong Kim. 2-1 now. Cronenworth on to first. That's the inning. New inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. That one fouled off, 2-2. And that's outside. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Oh, that's a bad pitch.
And that one missing low.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
The catcher, Freddie.
Two down, bases empty. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. The 2-1.
Watch it.
That's down and in. That's got a chance. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So Mookie Betts with a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and that's a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Laureano under it. 2 away now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Out towards right center field. And that will end the inning. On to the fourth. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. The 1-2. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Bring him up.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The Dodgers leading by 3. Top half of inning number 4.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Machado.
I don't know if they
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And there's a ball. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Bottom of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
Welcome to solvency ranked in the top 20. He's 5-11. Before I go
Tatis takes it in for the out. One down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 13.
The 1-1.
That's the ball. Muncy.
And the sweeper misses.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that's a 1-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging, crazy.
The flip to second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
That just happened. That just happened.
We go to the top of the fifth. Stepping in for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. The 1-1.
Now, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. Just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 down, nobody on. Misses
that
outside.
missed. That's the ball.
And a count now even up. And that's the strikeout looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pappas. And a 1-1. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swings and misses, and there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Hector.
1-2 now. Laureano in position, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Back to the mound. It hit him.
He's dead.
And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Ohtani, the runner at first with 2 gone. Shohei on the go. And that one finds its way through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning.
That's not
Top 6. So here's the Padres DH, Miguel Andujar. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone. Out to short. Betts whips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Foul ball. The Dodgers leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. To the right side, Freeman. He steps on the bag, 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez under it. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Here's a 1-1.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Now batting, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Here's a 1-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Merrill has a beat on it. And there's 2 away.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these batters are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2.
That's the ball down.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Up the middle. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Yeah, everything came together for him.
Manny Machado. Now pitching for
New pitcher on now. Late Triner. Rolled to short. Possible 2-ball. Betts to second. Double play. That's ideal relief efficiency. 1 pitch, 2 outs. Not half bad. Base is empty after the double play. Laureano comes up to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. And a payoff pitch. 1 up, 1 down. And he swings through that one. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next,
pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Sheets takes it himself, 2 away. In there, he's safe. Now, Ha-Seong Kim. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Here's the tag, and he's out. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. The 1-1. On the ground to first. Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Just missed.
We're gonna miss you.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. Sheets around third. The run comes in to score from second. The tag at third, and he's out. Base knock, center field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
A couple of singles back to back. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Next to hit, Freddie Fermin. Out there to center. Settles underneath it. Brings it in. 2 down. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate, and Fernando Tatis Jr. Tying run at the plate.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
On the ground to the left. Bats up with it. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. And we're back. Here's Ohtani. 1-1 now. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Tatis really on his horse for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cronenworth gets it to first. That ends the frame. We go to the 9th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tosses to first. Now one gone in the 9th. Ball to strike. Ground ball left side. Throw on to Freeman. Padres with only 1 out remaining. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Ramon Laureano. They're down to their final strike.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Alright, let's see where I'm ranked. Can't believe I lost that game. This guy, where did he come? Well, 12 isn't bad. I mean, I think I'm just gonna call it a night.